Hello everybody, welcome back to the workshop. So today I'm going to be talking about why if you are a beginning blacksmith that you may want to take and consider getting yourself a pair of wolf jaw tongs. So over the last month I have been using wolf jaw tongs in my shop, and I have found these tongs to be absolutely invaluable at times. They're a absolute godsend than having to make another pair of tongs every single day or every time I gotta change up a little something. A lot of times what you need to do is you just need to grab something. You just need to grab it. You don't really need a specialty pair of tongs for that. You just want to grab something at a different angle or have a second set of tongs to grip onto something that maybe you're working on with your main set of tongs. And these things have come absolutely in handy over the past month since I've had these. So I really want to take and encourage guys out there that if you are getting into blacksmithing, bladesmithing, whatever you may be getting into, lock work, gate work, one of those things, you may want to take and pick up some of these tongs for your arsenal. Now I get asked this all the time by new guys and beginners, like, hey, I'm just getting into this. What type of tongs do I need? What should I get? And I've done a whole video series on tongs. I've done how to make them. I show a very simple method of making them from 1/4 by 1 inch flat stock for you guys across the pond. That is 25 mil by 6 mil flat stock. And I have a ton, scads of videos on how to make various shapes, jaws and different things of the tongs and whatnot. Even how to take and draw out reins of tongs fairly efficiently and effectively by hand if you don't have a power hammer. So with all that being said, if you're just starting and you really don't know what type of tongs to get, I would really suggest you pick yourselves up a pair of wolf jaw tongs, especially if you're going to have to buy them. If you're low on budget money, and let's say maybe you can only pick up 2 or 3 pairs of tongs, I suggest getting 2 or 3 pairs of different sized wolf jaws. I don't know if you guys can see this here or not. Focus. It's probably not going to focus, but anyways, these here, I made these for much larger stock. I made these here for, much smaller stock. But these things have been absolutely invaluable to me in the shop at various times. Now, with that being said, I do not champion one tool over another. If you're looking on this video and you're thinking I'm just promoting one style tool, you're absolutely wrong. I am a big fan of using whatever tools get the job done. So if it gets the job done, you can do it quickly, you can do it efficiently, and you can do it at a low cost to you. It's worth doing. So if you can make your own tongs, go out, buy some flat stock. It's not that expensive. Draw out your own reins, go through the video processes, learn how to make a set of tongs, and you'll be on your way. And you'll be able to do them at a considerably less cost to your pocketbook, but a whole lot more in sweat equity. So you kind of have to balance those two. Do you have more time on your hands and sweat equity to invest into your blacksmithing tools, or do you have more money to invest in your blacksmithing tools and less sweat equity and time? That's really the only two things you have to pay to play the game. Now this is going to be a message to all the new guys getting into it, because I know there is a lot of people who are just getting into it, or they've always had interest in it, and you run through the doors and you're all excited about it, and then you get hit with the price. It's the cost of taking and doing business, or it's the cost of being a blacksmith. And all of a sudden that hits you right between the eyes and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't think I can do this. Why is everything so expensive? This is ridiculous. Well, I'd like to counter that is, I'm sure there's a lot of you that have TVs in your house. I'm sure a lot of you have cable and internet and, mortgages and all these different things that you pay without a single thought in the world of how expensive they are. Maybe you gripe about them if your paycheck didn't meet, your income didn't meet your outgo. You'll gripe about the price or the rising costs of things. But if your income's higher than what your outgo is, you're pretty satisfied and you're happy. So when you get into this, I challenge you to think that good quality tools are going to cost you money. They will. Every now and then you find that unicorn that is like great. It's cheap as all get out. And pick it up. Like, buy it. You know, if you find a pair of tongs, and you find a pair of tongs especially anywhere under $20, buy them. Don't say, man, that's ridiculous, I have to pay. I could make those. Well, if you're not going through the YouTube videos and you're not forging them yourself, and by the time you put all your sweat equity into forging those things, it might just be better off to buy a set of tongs for under $20. It all depends on the cost to benefit ratio. I've gotten told a lot by a lot of different smiths out there around my blacksmithing club and whatnot about how, you know, well, I don't have any money. I don't have any money. I'd like to do that, but I can't spend 20 bucks. I can't spend 20 bucks. I don't have any money. I don't have any money. Yep, they drove there. They're talking on a smartphone. They got it through Sprint or whoever, which is like ridiculously high in price. And, you know, like they're just standing there and they talk on a $1,000 smartphone, but yet they don't have the 20 bucks or they just don't have the time to invest into something that they care about. So put your money where your mouth is, buy good tools. If you can find them cheap, great. Man, everybody loves a good deal. Definitely do that. Don't nickel and dime people or lowball people. Pay to play the game. Now there's a flip side to this coin. When you pay to play the game, you get really good quality tools, or you should, if you're getting a good deal. When you're getting good quality tools, it directly affects your ironwork. If you buy horrible quality tools and you can't barely hold on to the stock while you're trying to forge with it, you're fumbling with it, you can't properly learn that process that you're trying to learn because you're too busy fighting your equipment, your own equipment. So it is worth to put the investment cost forward. Now, if you just want to get into blacksmithing, you know, and you don't really know whether you actually really like it or not, then that's perfectly fine. Spend as least amount as possible on that because you're trying it out. Just kind of like if you want to get into doing YouTube and filmmaking, you probably don't want to buy a $60,000 8K red camera. Like, if you're just getting into filmmaking, you might want to think starting small with like your cell phone. Just start with a cell phone and do your filming and stuff like that. But anyways, I digress. Pay good money for good tools and you'll have a much better road as a blacksmith. But if you're looking to get just one pair to stick out above all the rest, to take and get you by, so you know, and if you had to really buy them, or if you had to only enough stock to forge one pair, what would I recommend? I'd recommend the wolf jaw tong. So I hope that'll take and help somebody out there. Thank you. I had a subscriber ask me this question the other day, so I hope this is a great video response to that. If you liked this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you didn't, you probably already hit the thumbs down and you're not listening to my voice right now, and that's perfectly okay. It all counts as engagement, so I appreciate it anyhow. God bless you, and like I always say, we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.